Sitting on the park bench, eyeing little girls with bad intent. Hey, Aqualung, drying in the cold sun, watching as the pretty package.
Jeopardy is one of the most popular game shows of all time, its current run lasting since 1984. In 1987, GameTech released the first Jeopardy video game for the NES. You can have 1 to 3 players, with optional computer players to fill in the extra spaces if you have any. In 3-player mode, 2 players would have to share a controller, with one buzzing into the D-pad and the other using the face buttons. There are 8 characters to select, with 3 color schemes for each. Each character model has a different animation for when they buzz in, answer correctly or incorrectly. To say the least, these people definitely have more active reactions than the contestants on the actual show. Who the hell gets this excited just because they buzzed in? The game follows the format of the show directly, with 5 answers in each category, playing through single, double, and final Jeopardy rounds. And there are daily doubles. After buzzing in, you'll get 45 seconds to enter your answer, which may be faster or slower depending on which of the 3 difficulty settings you choose. You get a lot more time to answer than on the show, but don't forget that you have to enter each letter individually with the cursor, so it gives you a fair amount of time to come up with your answer, or really your question, since it's phrased in the form of a question. Thankfully though, you don't have to enter what is blah blah blah, that shit's already there for you. One awkward adjustment you have to make comes in the final Jeopardy round if you're playing multiplayer. Because the wager is supposed to be confidential, the game asks all players to enter their wager while their opponents look away from the screen. It's not a big deal, and I guess it's the only method that works, but you've got to have the honor system in place for this. Unfortunately, you can only play the game so many times before eventually finding repeated clues. There are plenty of categories, but if you play the game like crazy, you're eventually going to encounter this problem. For some reason, there's no sign of Alex Trebek anywhere. Not that I really want to see him there or anything, I think he's an arrogant prick, but it would have just made the Jeopardy experience a little more authentic. There were 2 more Jeopardy releases on the NES, the 25th Anniversary Edition, which is really just another batch of questions, and the Junior Edition, which is more targeted to children. Gameplay-wise, they're all exactly the same. As you probably expect, there's not a lot going on in this game. It's not the most exciting thing in the world to play a quiz game, but if you're a Jeopardy fan, or even just a fan of trivia games, Jeopardy will be good to occupy your time, especially with multiple players. And that wraps up this edition of Aqualung's Game Reviews. See you next time.